PG bloggers.
PG bloggers.
The PG bloggers.
PG bloggers.
The PG bloggers.
PG bloggers.
PG bloggers.
PG bloggers. The PG bloggers, man. The PG GOAT with the PG bloggers. Please don't say the John if you ain't saying it twice. If you don't have the Don, you ain't saying it right.
Alright, yo, PG bloggers, we are back. We're talking about professionalism in battle rap. I feel like that's been an issue in the culture lately. What do you think, bro? What do you think about professionalism in battle rap?
I feel like there isn't much going on right now. I feel like every event you see at least one. In recent events we've seen at least like one scuffle or like people taking the pocket taps too far or like throwing somebody's hat off or a water bottle getting tossed. Like
it seems like it's really been in the past like 1 or 2 years.
But
to me,
the battlers, the leagues, the fans, they want this to get to the next level. They want to get on TV. They want to get into bigger venues. You want to get sponsors. That's what these people look at. Are you a liability to have them in your venue?
That's why we lost Webster Hall. Sort of. I think they just had beef with Smack or something like that. That's why they lost Stage 48 in New York. I feel like there's probably 1 or 2 venues.
That was Math and Serious, right?
Math and Serious.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. They almost probably have lost Irving Plaza before. Almost. I assume.
Well, yeah, I mean...
because of the K-Shine and Rock shit.
Yeah. Well, even just like... Well, yeah. I mean...
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, it's just like...
It's...
Some of this stuff's got to stop, dude. I mean, Disaster and Math.
That's what I'm saying. Like who does it actually hurt? Like, the most? Like, the fans? Do the fans lose out the most?
The leagues, dude. I think if...
It's got to hurt the leagues.
You go ahead.
I think it's got to hurt the leagues and the league. Yeah, the leagues and the league owners.
Right. Because ideally, I'm sure that URL would love to have Webster Hall. You know what I mean? As at least an option.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I think they're still trying to work on that, though.
Yeah. I feel like they could have had SM5 there. They could have had Star Minus 4 even there.
But it's almost like their own fault, though, because...
Oh, yeah. Do we know the real reason to why?
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like a guy... I'm not trying to take any money out of anybody's pockets, but like a Shine, a Rock, a Surf, like, they're still getting booked. They're making more money the next battle. Like, maybe it's not doing anything to hurt their brand when things like this happen, but I think if they want to jump to that next, like, tier, so to speak, like a Madison Square Garden or even something on a little bit lower than that, like Madison Square Garden's like...
Yeah, but there's a room in the Garden that has like 4,000 people. I think.
Or even back to like a Hammerstein Ballroom where Total Slaughter was. Like, can these things continue to happen? Like scuffles on stage.
They can't, dude. Like to me, like I discussed this with you on the phone like last week. Would Rock have said that shit to Nitty that he did in the second round with the pocket tap shit? Would he have said that to a Shotgun Shug? Would he have said this to a Big K? No, not to me like that. Like you said. Because he told Calico, oh, you fucked up, boy, you fucked up.
Yeah.
But he meant it in, like, I'm not going to do nothing to you, Calico. I'm just going to, like, you know, be up on you in this round. To Nitty, it was like, don't touch me, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, to me, it was that sort of thing.
Yeah, like...
And he was like, nah, you have it coming. You got it coming. Rock would not have done that to... Nitty is, like, you know, 5'8", fucking... He's a small guy. Like,
or, like, the first gun titles, like... Words are going to make somebody, like, push and shove somebody, and, like, then the battle stopped, so the fans didn't get what they paid for.
Right. Rock and K-Shine, it shouldn't happen. There should not be a rematch, because people want that battle to happen. I mean...
But then the leagues almost like that, though, because then it's like, oh, controversy sells. That battle
got
a million views so quick.
So either it's a good way to sell an event, but at the same time... You have a risk of losing the venue, you know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think, like, these types of situations should be in contracts? Like, they say they are, like, you can't touch somebody, but, like, is it really?
Is it really?
Are they taking their deposit back if you fuck up the battle?
Right.
Like, was Surf still paid? Were Gun Titles and NWX paid their full amount?
Probably.
And did they get paid again? Like,
of course.
That's all behind the scenes shit. That's not for the fans to know, but, like...
Which is another thing. Fans should not know how much money you're getting. I know in hip-hop, it's a thing of, you know, it's since the 80s, since hip-hop has started, it's been, oh, I want to make this much money. This is how much money I got. This is what I'm spending
That's a
it
great
on.
point.
You know,
Because professionalism is not only just like you shouldn't fight on stage. Professionalism is media training. Professionalism is not speaking about what your purse is.
right? It's you
Like,
got. I mean, no disrespect to
The
Surf.
first time Mook said it against Iron, it was like a wrap from there, dude.
I mean, I think have people said how much money they made before in battles?
Yeah, but it was
You
always
see
like
if the Hitman and John, you see in the outside the hotel, Hitman sitting there like, I'm gonna need this much for John. Like, I got 4K for Hollow. Like,
it's still
I
happening
mean,
today. Hitman
right.
was saying on Twitter he got 30K on UW. Like
we don't need to know that, man. We don't like, and you got Unbiased out here doing the blog saying like, oh, Hitman told me he was gonna take 15K for. Unbiased, why are you telling us how much? No, we don't need it. And you're the one talking about, like, money's killing battle rap too. Maybe that wasn't him. Maybe it was Angry Fan who said.
a lot of people are
money.
saying money's hurting battle rap. I mean, it definitely is. Like that's another thing. Like battlers, like mentality, like going into it. Like what's the saying? You can take him out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of him. Like
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
you gotta mature as an individual. A lot of these guys like aren't really that young. Like aren't as young as you really think they are. So
Right.
even if mid to late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, you guys should know how to like maintain yourself on stage in front of a crowd. Like
Right.
you're putting on a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's entertainment. But
You never hear like, sorry, I mean, not to cut you
Yeah.
off, but you never hear Nas or freaking ASAP Rocky or Absol talk about how much money they just made for a show. They never talk about that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I salute, like, get your money. Like, this is a lane to make money now, battle rap. It's great.
Yeah.
But, like, you got Surf in a This is 50 interview. I just got 16 rack for T-Top bragging about it. Why are you telling us how, like, no, first of all, no one gives a crap how much money you're making. You know what I'm saying? Rock saying, oh, I got 10K for Nitty. I'm going to need, or he'd say, I got 9K for Nitty. I'm going to need 10K or more now. Why do you got to tell us that?
The fans
Why
don't
can't
like you for how much money you
Yeah,
got.
we're right. We like you because of
The content
battle
you
rap,
give us, yeah.
being lyrical, all that stuff. We don't like you for how much money you're making. Like, you tell Smack, you don't need to tell us on the camera. Tell Smack that you need this much money. Not
That's
us. Why you gotta tell us that? Like, you're bragging about it. I mean, I get it. Hip hop is braggadocious. I get it, but it's professionalism. That's not professional to me.
Plus, a lot of the top
being a little
tiers,
kid about it.
a lot of the top tiers who are most of the ones that are getting into these scuffles, the Masks, the Shines, the Surfs, the Rocks, the Nitties, whoever else. A lot of these dudes are top tiers who make a living off of this. Most likely, more times than not, have a manager. Like, these managers should be talking to these guys and saying, don't fuck up your own purse. Don't
Right.
fuck up your own shows that, like, even like a little shit venue might not want to book you. Because you might bring, like, the gang shit. You might bring some gang members with you on stage. Like, the shit with Shug and Surf. Like,
That's another one. That's another battle we didn't talk about.
venues don't want that. And if
Yeah.
they do, like, you're putting yourself at risk. And I'm not trying to take money out of anybody's pockets. I'm just, if you want this as a fan, I want to see this grow and continue to grow.
Exactly.
You got to be more professional.
I
Like, you want to keep the street aspect as much as you can. I do understand that. And, like, Smack's the first one to say he kind of likes that shit.
Yeah, I like it too.
And I like
but
it too.
I like the intensity. Go watch T-Rex and A-Verb. That's intensity. Rex was getting up in his face. There was a point where Verb was like, yeah, we'll smack you too, what's going on here? But at the same time, there was no fight. That's just intensity.
Yeah.
Go watch Rex versus NH. That's a little crazy. I mean, that's like way back in the day. But another question I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Did Nitty have it coming to him with the Rock shit? I feel like he continues in battles. You've seen him in
that was just like I don't even call it a rookie mistake. What do you mean, when he pocket tapped him after they had the first?
And him getting up in his face when Rock moved his hat and that shit.
Yeah, I mean the whole hat thing. Anybody's like.
I felt like, now that I thought about it, I just thought about this now. Nitty likes to talk through people's rounds. Go watch him versus Danger Zone.
He does.
He likes to say like, oh, that shit was trash, like through Will's rounds or Av. Like he's done that a lot, dude. If you go watch him in battle.
Yeah, that's another thing that kind of would mess up your own battle. You got to understand, like, even in the Goods
Replay
Verb battle
value.
we just debated, like, a lot of the time Goods is just standing there.
You're just sitting there. Why
Like,
can't you battle
same
rap
with
just
Verb.
sit?
Verbal nod,
Right.
verbal, like, give a thumbs up or something. But, like,
I don't
DNA,
look-
too, he just stands there.
Right.
That's being professional. That's
You need to just
respecting the other
stand there.
person.
If a bar is real hot, sit there and go. If you don't need to go every bar, like a lot of these new guys like to go, oh, that was crazy. No, stand there, act like you didn't even hear it. You know what I'm saying? Act like, you know what I mean? Sit there and just... Mike P was... I think Mike P has worked on that. If you go watch Mike P, he's... I think in the Tink battle, he was doing a lot of shit. Maybe he was.
I mean, a little bit. But
you see him in the daylight battle, he didn't really do too much of that. He kind of just stood there. There was a couple bars. He was like, what the hell?
I feel like you can just you can maintain the street grittiness and intensity aspect of it, and still maintain the professionalism. I feel like it can benefit you in so many ways. Bigger venues, more sponsors. More big sponsors. You get Beasley's talking about Coke and Pepsi, and you had Ciroc and all these you fight, you get punched in the mouth during a battle. They're not going to sponsor you. These bigger sponsors aren't going to Sneakerhead Tay's cool, Al Capone's cool, but you do want bigger names than that.
You want bigger names.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel more opportunities. You see, when have you seen John in a controversial
Right.
Back and forth physical or being unprofessional? The guy's on TV once a week. Hitman, he's on TV once a week. Conceited on TV once a week.
You've never seen Clips have a scuffle with somebody.
Clips on TV, how many times a week on
the closest thing Clips has come to is before the Verb battle. You know,
Rock's been on the BT and he's done the Funk Flex and
salute to everyone that's on the Funk Flex. Rain. I mean, this is not a battle record, but Rain.
Yeah.
Even K-Shine and DNA are on Sway. You know what I mean?
They had the UFF shit, and that was huge. But right now, I don't know. I don't know if they trust URL or not even URL, just it happened on King of the Dot too. It could happen anywhere. I just at this point, I don't know if there's enough professionalism to maintain
And there can be professional, bro. Look at Hitman and Arsenal. They're talking about killing each other before they battled. The battle happened. It was a grudge match. It was a body by Hitman, but it was still a classic. But nothing happened.
Perfect example. Let me give you a perfect example real quick before we end this vlog. Rex and Danny. When Danny said you died on the same day as your nephew,
Rex wanted to kill him.
A lot of people would have stopped the battle right then and there, and went off the deep end. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna be professional. I respect Smack. I respect the brand too much to do something like that. That is a consummate professional."
That's battle rap.
And it was still intense. He still came back and still rapped some a pretty good round, to be honest with you. So I don't know, man. This is a message to battlers and leagues.
We felt we needed to talk about professionalism.
Get media training, man. Just be a little bit more professional on stage. That's all we ask, man.
Okay, man. That's PG Bloggers.
PG Bloggers.
Professionalism in battle rap. Let us know what you think in the comments. Signing out.